Welcome everybody to Bader Gymnasium for the third annual Christmas tournament. I'm Mike Gay along with Coach Catherine Clifford. Unfortunately, Westwood playing in the consolation game against Sharon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Westwood High School's Bader Gymnasium for tonight's 2017 Boys Holiday Basketball Tournament. Tonight's game between the Sharon Eagles and the Westwood Wolverines. During tonight's game, please be considered respectful to the players, coaches, officials, and other fans by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Now for our starting lineups. Starting off with the Sharon Eagles.
Athletic Director Matt Gillis announcing the starting lineups.
Number 3, Lester High.
Javon Montero. Malik Loquette. Number 23, Jimmy Fitzhenry. Number 24, Alex Kaufman. And Andrew Ferguson coaching the Sharon Eagles. Sophomore Jack Turgeon. Sophomore Jonathan Ng. Junior Captain Owen Gaffney. Thomas Herbert, a senior captain. And finally, senior captain Nick Anderson. Steve St. Martin coaching the Westwood Wolverines. So as we get ready to start, Westwood off to a tough start here to the season and looking for a big win against the Sharon Eagles. Again, welcome, Coach Clifford.
Thanks very much. Excited for a good game. Yeah, Westwood comes in at 1-4, a little bit better than Sharon's 0-4. So I'm expecting a hard-fought game and both teams looking for a W.
Absolutely, the last game for 2017 for both teams. And the scouting report early is that they've got to try to contain Malik Loquette, number 21. The leading scorer for the Sharon Eagles. Definite length and probably put him at the strong forward position. He'll be banging Nick Anderson and company down low.
And everybody else. Yeah, he's averaging probably about 18 points a game through their 4. Does really well on the glass too, so Westwood will look to contain him early.
Thomas Herbert will jump center for Westwood. Up and in. Quick basket for 0, Javon Montero. Assist by number 24. That was Alex Kaufman. Straight man-to-man for Sharon. Nice cut. Owen Gaffney goes in. And there's Malik with the rebound, pushing it. Montero goes reverse. Nice rebound by Owen Gaffney. Jack Turgeon.
Yeah, nice box out by Jack, and a very undersized matchup with Loquette down low, but allowed Owen to get in there for the rebound.
Yeah, I think Jack Turgeon established that left foot as the pivot, but then his momentum actually pulled it up off the ground, so it was a good call by the official. 7:16 to play, 2-0 Sharon. Westwood in a half-court press. Ooh, and then Jonathan Ng. That ball was going out of bounds, but aggressive play by Jonathan, one you're going to live with as a coach. I believe this is Jonathan Ng's first start for the Wolverines. And that's on the end line over to Westwood. So Westwood in a 2-3 zone. A little different look from Steve St. Martin.
Yeah, they played that a little bit in their last league game against Dover Sherman. I didn't catch any of the game against Hingham last night. I'm not sure what they played, but seen a little bit of that 2-3. They run a little bit like Syracuse, bring the post players up a little bit, try to match up and be aggressive with it.
That's a lot of hand checking. A lot of hand checks, no calls by the officials. Nice rebound by Jonathan Ng. He goes up, gets it again, and up and in. Jonathan Ng, 2 offensive rebounds, puts it back for Westwood. 2 apiece with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Westwood extending the press. Montero over to Lorquette. It's Lester High, the other starter. 3 to shoot. Montero's going to have to shoot. Somehow got it off. That was number 24, Alex Kaufman.
Would have been a back
I'm sorry.
taker.
Yeah, that would have actually. It was take that back. That was number 23, Jimmy Fitzhenry.
Good defensive possession for Westwood.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big foul call. A little hand check by Malik Lorquette. So, Coach Clifford, you played in the Hingham tournament last night. Your team and the boys both played Hingham, and unfortunately both came up on a losing end.
Yeah, we went down to the Hingham tournament for the second straight year, their holiday classic. Lost to the host Hingham on Wednesday night in a close game. Actually, probably the best we've played all year, but couldn't come out with a win. And then in the Consolation game last night, got edged out by North Attleboro in a low-scoring defensive game. But again, the other team just made more plays down the stretch. So we got back to work today at practice, and hopefully we'll be on the other side of those games down the road.
I'll tell you, both teams have had such success in the last couple of years, and so starting off with some adversity, travel on Jonathan Ng, dragged his left pivot foot. Starting off with adversity, I mean, you can try to build on it. And if you're going to struggling early, you can really kind of find out what your mettle is and how you're gonna bounce back.
Yeah, I hope so. We got to do so quickly, I think, on both sides.
Well, we've talked about this at the, on around the hoop, but challenging yourself with better competition, and certainly the case here with the boys, and you've done the same thing with the Hingham tournament, facing top Division II talent, in some cases Division I talent. It prepares your team when you're struggling. It makes it a little bit tougher to kind of climb up, but then you get into the meat of the TVL schedule, and hopefully that's going to pay dividends.
Right. Yeah, I hope so. Our league's up on our side. Definitely, it'll be a tough season, night in and night out. But hopefully, we can kind of fix some of the things that are going wrong. Have some more people step up and get back to some winning ways. Absolutely.
Same with the boys. The 1 and 4 definitely not the norm here in Westwood. But Coach St. Martin bullish on the squad. You're seeing some younger players getting some playing time to try to build some experience. But really, the seniors need to step up. Again, Westwood staying in the 2-3. Going to make Sharon beat them from the outside. Kaufman trying to go baseline. Back out to Lorquette. Fitzhenry. Oh, a little travel. Javon Montero. Little stutter step there before he passed the ball over to Lorquette.
A lot of happy feet both ways to start this thing.
So in the tournament format here, because this isn't a traditional game, they've got 3 referees, so they get a little early practice for the tournament.
Yeah, we do that in our league actually in the TVL on both the boys and girls side for the entire month of February. I think it's good for the kids to get used to having an extra set of eyes on them, just in terms of foul calls, things like that. It's good for the officials to get practicing too. And some of the officials do ref in a 3-man system at the college level throughout the season, and others don't. So it's just good for everybody to get going there.
Jack Turgeon for 3, knocks it down, nothing but net. Westwood with a 5-2 advantage here, 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Westwood in a slightly extended press. Sharon likes to get out in transition, so it's probably an effort to do a couple things. One, stick to their zone tendencies, which have worked pretty well, and also slow the Eagles down a little bit.
Nice hands. Oh. Nice hustle play. Reed Wilson, one of the senior captains, just entering the game. Made a nice play to save the ball in, and then Lorquette came out of nowhere and saved it for the Eagles. Three-pointers on the way, off the mark. Another nice box out.
Thomas Herbert on that side.
Three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Anderson with the rebound. Reed Wilson for 3. Off the mark. Again, Westwood staying in the 2-1-2, three-quarter court press. Ball's into Kaufman. Lorquette. Montero with impressive facial hair for a high schooler. Nice defense. Somehow Kaufman comes out with the ball. Three-pointers on the way, and that was a downtown 3. 5-5. That was Fitzhenry. Jimmy Fitzhenry for Sharon. Thomas Herbert. Nice footwork up and in with the left hand. 7-5 Westwood. There's Reed Wilson with nice quick hands. Almost Fitzhenry turnover there. Sharon trying to find their way with their motion offense against the zone. Ooh, dragged his pivot. Good call.
Travel tonight.
Patrick Riley will come in and replace Jack Turgeon for the Wolverines. Another sophomore. High screen. Thomas Herbert gets the ball back. Kaufman comes out, gets the ball up. And there's 2 the easy way for Malik Lorquette.
And there's our transition defense from Sharon. Get a deflection and then get out on the break.
Nick Anderson, three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark. Ooh, save. Thomas Herbert. Reed Wilson. Ooh.
Also doing a nice job on the offensive glass.
6 offensive rebounds. Make it 7.
Another one.
And scored for Reed Wilson. So that was the 7th and 8th offensive rebounds for the Wolverines. And by the way, we will continuously make up stats here. So I'm not exactly keeping it, but it sounded about right.
Good start for Westwood, 9 points with four different scorers, spreading the ball around nicely.
And that was the Den. One of the Den almost made the play there.
Good hands by senior captain Lizzie Kelly in the bleachers. Keep the ball alive.
I think Lizzie Kelly was ducking out of the way.
It's not how our coach saw it.
Actually, it wasn't Lizzie. It was the
Brenna, she's a product of our program too.
There you go.
2 years for us. Brenna McQuaid.
Reed Wilson for 3, off the mark. Nice rebound by number 3, Lester High. That's number 10, Ben Kaplan in for Wolverines. Reed Wilson, see if he can do a slammerooski. Not quite, but guess what? That counts for 2, just like the dunk. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Westwood with a 4-point advantage, 11-7. Skip pass. Ooh, nice play. Jonathan Ng gets the ball, rips it right out of number 50's hand, Jacob Levinson. In the corner, Tavalone for 3, and it's off the mark. Nice box out by Levinson. 20 seconds to play, no shot clock. Westwood will take a lead into the second quarter. The question is, will it be 4 or will Sharon cut into it? And it's going to be, that's going to be a travel, but no harm. The end of the first quarter. Westwood with an 11-7 advantage. Nice defense to close it out. Lorquette with a nice spin move internally, but they collapsed and forced a tough shot. So, Coach, again, you mentioned it. 4 different players have scored for Westwood. Nice distribution. They're trying to drive to the hoop, which was nice to see. Taking some outside shots and they're not falling. So you got to feel pretty good if you're.
Yeah,
if
nice
you're the
job
Wolverines.
on the glass. I think defensively, especially, I think if you're Coach Ferguson from Sharon, you're talking a lot about ball movement right now. And you can hear him calling out, see it to the high post, get to the opposite side, but they got to get the Westwood defense to work a little harder. But so far, so good for the Wolverines.
So we have a minute here. Give a quick shout out to Westwood Media Center, bringing you coverage of both the boys and girls programs throughout the season, and our new sponsor, Conlin Healthcare. They've stepped up to sponsor both the boys and girls program as well as Around the Hoop.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I can speak for Coach St. Martin as well, but we're really appreciative of the support of both of those groups.
So Westwood Media Center, they took the week off. We were able to, absolutely well-deserved week off, and they've pretty much set things up to air all of the programming, and we're filming a number of games, and we'll be right back at it next week. So if you haven't seen it, 15 Purwall Street, right off Route 1, and get over there during regular business hours and take a look. Nick Anderson gets back to Gaffney. Gaffney doing a better job of driving to the hoop in recent games. Good things happen when you go to the hoop. Jonathan Ng off the mark, but he gets his own rebound.
That's his 3rd offensive rebound.
And that's his 4th point. Nice job for Jonathan Ng.
The high post Sharon was looking for, but a good collapse from Westwood.
Nice attempt there by Thomas Herbert. Ball went off of Levinson. I couldn't quite tell if it was off Turgeon or Levinson, but ball will stay with the Sharon Eagles. That's Greg Prasad for Sharon just into the game. Ooh, I thought I saw a push off. So Lorquette, if you have the flexibility of rewinding, whether you're sitting in front of your computer or in front of your TV, rewind it there and see if you see Lorquette with a push in the fray there. I think you got away with one. Foul is on Nick Anderson. That's his first team foul for Westwood. Lorquette unable to make them pay. Second one is true. So 13-8, Westwood with a 5-point spread. It's gonna be foul number 2, Greg Prasad. And Reed Wilson will come in, and it looks like he's going to replace Nick Anderson. Coach St. Martin having some coaching words. Pretty good crowd for a Now the day before New Year's Eve.
Nice and warm in here. It's good refuge.
Absolutely. Nice. Another offensive rebound. Coach St. Martin looking for the foul call. Levinson looked like there was some lower body contact, no call. I think that might have been a little bit of makeup. Of course, if you ask an official, there's no such thing as a makeup call. It's either a foul or not. Nice right-handed baby hook. Thomas Herbert scores 2, 15-8. Westwood with a 7-point advantage. Prasad, out of nowhere, Thomas Herbert with the swat. Nick Anderson back in, he's going to replace Jonathan Ng. Jonathan Ng, again, great addition to the squad here. I remember having Jonathan in tryouts with Westwood Basketball Association, and he had great length, and he was just really learning the game, but you could tell that he was going to bring it. That's a shot clock violation for Westwood.
More good defense from Westwood. You can tell Sharon's getting frustrated offensively. Still can't get that ball moving like they want to.
It's gonna be a second foul on Prasad. So what do you do as a coach when you're used to kind of a man-to-man look, and all of a sudden a team throws in a 2-3 or 1-3-1? What do you try to do to? Nice move by Owen Gaffney, unable to finish.
When we see his zone, one of our mottos is kind of all paint touches are good touches. We want to try to get the ball inside. If it's just going to come right back outside, that's fine, but just to get the defense to collapse, something that Sharon's not really been able to do. They had one nice high post feed, and they fed the other side, but then Herbert came up with a great block and recovery. But that's pretty much it. You got to make the defense work, move the ball side to side.
Swing it fast, and you're right, hit the high post.
Get it inside whenever you can. I love utilizing the short corner, but Westwood's doing a good job shutting that down here early.
Long three-pointer on the way, and it's another long downtown three for Jimmy Fitzhenry. 15-11, Westwood by 4.
I think on the other side, the Westwood boys have been seeing a lot of zones. I think they see a lot of zones in the TBL, so it might be a breath of fresh air tonight to see some man-to-man. Another nice take by Owen, but
nice.
Good hustle play to get it back.
Yeah. Reed Wilson with the pull-up, and it's good. So that's a great example there. You miss a layup. You can get down on yourself, but instead you get right back in play, force a turnover. Lorquette, looked like he took an extra step. Nice rebound for Sharon.
Credit to Owen on that.
It's going to be a foul on Reed Wilson there.
It's a credit to Owen on that sequence, too. So many people pick up frustration fouls, so to him to actually have the discipline to get a hand on the ball and not the opponent is impressive.
And you'll notice on that play, he came from a lower position, so he got his hand low, and he swiped up. So a lot of times, even if you actually make contact, the referee won't call that, as opposed to coming down.
Absolutely.
That's an easy call for the official right in front of Fitzhenry coming back into the play. Turnover to Westwood. So even if you make...
Yeah, and that's something Coach St. Martin does such a good job of breaking down the little things, and not a lot of coaches, including myself, do this. They work on back tips. They work on that in practice, so it's nice to see that pay off.
It's going to be a foul on Fitzhenry. Non-shooting foul. Looks like he was trying to run through a screen there. So recently into the game, Pat Riley. Nice hands by Lorquette. So Malik Lorquette, a senior captain, along with Javon Montero. Again, Montero with the impressive facial hair that if I tried to grow, I would fail miserably.
Physical game. The refs are really letting him play with some contact inside. It is pretty even at both ends. I'm also used to the girls' game. It's a little different here.
Another long three by Fitzhenry. I believe that's his third triple of the game. All three
All from
NBA.
behind the college line. Yeah, maybe NBA.
Nice up and in.
Move from Reed.
Fourth time was not a charm for Fitzhenry. 3-point advantage for Westwood, 17-14. Nice up and in. Jack Turgeon, the sophomore, for two. Travel before, so the trail official called the travel, but Jay down below is ready to call an offensive foul. That's one
Actually
right.
a good break for Lorquette. It would have been a second in the first half.
Nice play nonetheless by Herbert. Anderson up high. And that's going to be a blocking foul. I believe that foul was on Fitzhenry. So that's going to be his second.
First free throws of the game for the Wolverines. Hopefully Nick can get him off to a good start.
And like Sharon, unable to knock their first free throw down, but hopefully like Sharon, he'll knock his second one down. And it's true.
Follows suit.
20-14, Westwood by 6. Again, staying in the 2-3. Three-pointer from the corner pocket by number 4, Aiden Kane. Cuts the lead in half, 20-17, Westwood. Jonathan Ing down low, up and in. 6 points for Ing in the first half. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play, Westwood by 5. Montero with a forearm push-off there, no call. Ooh, looked like a stutter step again for Kaufman. Gets to Montero in the corner. And that's a nice offensive foul drawn by Jonathan Ing. Montero going baseline. Jonathan Ing stayed home, and Montero ran him over. Nice play by number 4. That's Aiden Kane. Knocked the three-pointer down a couple of minutes ago, and nice defensive play for Sharon. Kane, a sophomore, so one of the underclassmen on this team.
See Westwood stepping up at every opportunity to take charge. It's another thing they put a high premium on in the program. Saw Thomas Herbert step in and almost get one. It wasn't a travel. And then Jonathan Ing doing a nice job just getting one.
Kane from downtown, off the mark. Oh, and how that stayed with Sharon. Nice play by Lorquette. Looked like Nick Anderson was in a good position, but somehow they deflected off of Anderson. Nice crossover by Kaufman. Montero back to Kaufman. Fitzhenry to Kane. Montero atop, wide open for three. Off the mark. Reed Wilson pulls the board, looks to push. Oh, turnover, unfortunate for Jack Turgeon. Nice fast break basket by Montero. Westwood with a 3-point advantage. Up and in. Again, a nice move by Gaffney, unable to finish. Yeah, I think that's a good call. So again, Ing tried to draw the charge there, but Kaufman just he gave him enough baseline. So that's why if you're watching that play, you want to establish yourself with a foot on the end line, not give the offensive player the ability to go below you and draw the foul. Nice box out. So he doesn't get credit for the. Yeah, I have to agree with Coach St. Martin there. A lot of contact on that play. So 10 seconds to play. Westwood with a 3-point advantage, led by 4 after 1. Sharon looking to make it even closer here at the end of the half. They'll look for the last shot. Kaufman. Actually, that's a new player, Demetrius Moses. Kane from 3, way downtown. Oh, just off the mark. So after one half of basketball here at the Beta Gymnasium in the 3rd annual holiday tournament, Westwood with a 3-point advantage in the consolation game over the Sharon Eagles. We'll be back in just a moment. Westwood with a 3-point advantage, 22-19. Pretty balanced on both sides. Sharon helped by the long ball. Fitzhenry with 9 points, all from downtown, led the Eagles. On Westwood, pretty balanced scoring. Reed Wilson with 6 points, as well as Jonathan Ing with 6. Thomas Herbert with 4, and Jack Turgeon with 5.
Yeah, Sharon definitely got back into it late with some good shooting, so Westwood might have to extend that zone a little bit, but expect to see the same defensively from both teams after a pretty low-scoring first half.
So as we sit here, shout out to Ryan David, senior, who is the manager of the team and filming all the games. Ryan, as part of his senior independent project, is in sports management in general, is filming all the games, loads it into Crossover, which is the coaching tool that Coach St. Martin and the coaches use. And I guess I just learning as you go here, but at the end of the school year, he'll have a 47-minute presentation where he'll talk about all the things he's learned. He's also going to coach an AAU team in the spring. So shout out to Ryan David. It's always good to see you in the stands filming the game for the Wolverines.
Great job, Ryan.
Bummer you're not out there playing, Ryan, but sometimes our bodies tell us it's not the right time. Wait till you get to be my age. I pull muscles and get hurt sleeping. So I
threw a baseball pass at practice today. I'm already sore from it. But bad shoulder. Westwood ball to start. See if the Wolverines can get on a nice little run here to start the 3rd.
Looks like they're back to the starting 5. Larquette up high against Anderson. Gets the ball into Ing. A little too hot to handle. Kaufman comes up with it for the Eagles. Oh, that's an offensive foul. Another one drawn by Thomas Herbert. Kaufman went with a head of steam right into the paint and ran over Herbert. That's going to be Kaufman's first. Actually, that was foul on number 12.
Especially nice play for Herbert. He was the last guy contesting the offensive rebound, got all the way back to take the charge.
Jonathan Ing up high. Herbert to Anderson. 3-pointers on the way, and it's good. Downtown, good to see Nick Anderson stroking it from about 22 feet. Owen Gaffney pestering Fitzhenry up high, as well as number 10 for the Eagles. That's Ben Kaplan. Lorquette. Tell you, Lorquette has some great wingspan. Ooh, it's going to be off of Sharon. It's going to be Lorquette not happy with the call, but clearly off his wingspan, outstretched arm. Jonathan Ng gets the ball. Tell you, Westwood a little jittery here. Anderson with another three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Montero rips the board. Montero looking to run, gets up to Lorquette. Lorquette goes in strong, and that's going to be a block. It looked like Owen Gaffney got underneath. Lorquette went up, and it looked like Gaffney snuck in underneath, and it's going to be a blocking call. It's going to be Gaffney's first. Lorquette will go to the line for his third and fourth free throws. He's 1 for 2 in the first half. Knocks the first one down.
Sharon looks like offensively they have a different approach. They look like they're in a 4-out, 1-in, or running a guy baseline. Looks like they're taking Kaufman and Lorquette inside and trying to actually set some screens for each other against the zone to open some inside looks, see if they can find success in that.
Lorquette improves to 75% from the line, 3 for 4. Nick Anderson, another 3 on the way, and it's good. And that wasn't a time delay there. I actually said it was good before it went in, but I'm very impressive.
Coming out of his hands.
Oh, nice block. Ooh, looked like a Owen Gaffney going in strong. Ooh, and he gets the foul call on Fitzhenry, and Fitzhenry showing up the official, and I'll tell you, very close to getting a technical foul. He's continuing to press. Referee saying you grabbed his hand, which is a foul.
Good lip reading too. You do it all up here.
Yeah. And yeah, Coach Fitzhenry trying to tell the coach that he's fine with 3 fouls, but that's why they pay the coaches big bucks, Coach Clifford, right? Montero comes up with the loose ball. And that nice rebound by Ng gets it over to Turgeon. Turgeon looking to push. Owen Gaffney goes right by him. And that's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on number 10, Ben Kaplan. I believe that's Kaplan's second. And I stand corrected. That is Kaplan's first. Again, I could have just let it fly with saying it was his second. Nobody would have known. It's that honesty coming through. Gaffney misses the first. Second one is off the mark as well. Westwood 0 for 4 from the line. That's going to be a timeout. Steve St. Martin, nice timeout. Can't take him home with you. So Westwood with a 28-21 advantage, 7 points for the Wolverines. So as time has gone on here into the second half, the fans getting a little bit more dense. This is the Consolation game. It's going to be Walpole versus Hingham in the final. Coach Clifford, are you sticking around for the finale?
We'll see. Probably not. Been a long week. Looking forward to a couple days off, celebrate the new year, and then get right back to work on Tuesday.
Absolutely. You're probably going to be scouting and going over film tape from opposing teams next couple days.
Our next game's in Scituate next Thursday, the 4th. I got to see them live on Thursday night. They played out in Natick. So we have a pretty good read on them, and then we have some film on some teams in our league that we'll take a look at moving forward.
So Westwood will inbound with a 7-point advantage. Reed Wilson just into the game for Owen Gaffney. Nick Anderson spin move falls away. Montero comes up with the rebound. Montero looking to push. Gets over to Kaplan. Kaplan goes baseline into Levinson.
Good rotation by Jack Turgeon in the zone.
And that's going to be a timeout for the Sharon Eagles. Nice coach timeout there by Andrew Ferguson. It's been a pretty interesting game. I think both teams have, have struggled against some different defensive looks. Westwood has done a better job moving the ball, getting the ball to the middle. Jonathan Ning has really stepped up, I think, in his first start as a Wolverine, giving him some nice minutes, some countless offensive boards, and a couple of putbacks. Nick Anderson and Thomas Herbert adding to the bigs in the middle.
Nice for Nick to get off to a good start in this half. Hopefully he can keep it going.
High gets it into Montero. Kaplan.
It's a big lineup for Westwood with Reed Wilson at the 2.
High with a long three-pointer on the way. Oh, nice box out by Turgeon. Box out Levinson, gets it up to Anderson for the lefty layup. Great job by Turgeon. Blocked out Levinson, who's got about 1.5 feet on him. Secured the rebound, looked up. Coach St. Martin in the first half was imploring Turgeon to keep his head up on plays like that. It paid off. Kaplan into Levinson, back to Kaplan. It's a forced play there. Nice play by Sharon off the loose ball. Number 20, Max Tarlin, just into the game for the Eagles. Scores 2. Nice pass by Levinson on his back. Three-pointers on the way. It's off the mark. Ooh, and he got pushed by Levinson. Coach Ferguson saying he just fell down. I didn't see a foul there. Reed Wilson turnaround. Jonathan Ning with another rebound. Nick Anderson from 15 feet knocks it down.
Nice patience from Jonathan Ning. Good discipline to find the open man.
I believe Jonathan was hurt early in the season, missed the first couple of games. Nick Anderson with a nice rebound. Looking to push. That's Fitzhenry with 3 fouls. Told his coach he was good. Ooh, and that could have been an easy 4th foul there. Nick Anderson, ooh, thought he was going to pull up for the 3. He doesn't this time, and it's good. Little step back. An NBA play. Jab step, step back, boom. Speaking of NBA games, I went to the Celtics-Rockets game on Thursday night.
Stayed till the end?
We did. And if I hadn't, I would lie. For those of you who did not see the Houston Rockets play the Boston Celtics, they were up by 24 at the half, as many as 26. And there were questions of whether we left at halftime. But we stuck it out, and we were rewarded with the Celtics coming back.
Absolutely.
2 offensive fouls called in the final 8 seconds against Harden. That had Stephen A. Smith beside himself the next day.
When is he not beside himself?
Exactly. Oh, that's going to be a foul on, that's a pretty easy foul on Herbert. Nice job by Levinson sticking with it on that play. The ball was blocked. as Kane from the corner. Herbert gets the rebound. Turgeon up to Anderson. That's gonna be a jump ball. Nice play by Levinson. It's gonna be a turnover Westwood.
Westwood with a nice 13-4 advantage in this half, and Nick Anderson has all 13 of those points.
So I said in the first half that we often make up stats. I believe that that is not a made-up stat. That is not made up. That is not fake news. Kane goes in. It's going to be a shot clock. Yeah, it's a shot clock violation. Yeah. Good call.
Got it. Another good defensive possession for Westwood.
It's the second shot clock violation turnover. 1:53 to play here in the third quarter. Westwood stretching their advantage to 12.
Sharon up in a 2-2-1 press.
And that's going to be a kick ball. Shot clock will reset. Coffin back in for Levinson. Coffin was a high scorer for Sharon, and they lost to Walpole. Reed Wilson for three. Nice back tip. Owen Gaffney, he'll take a three of his own. Ooh, 2 foot on the line.
Still a nice hit.
Yeah, Owen Gaffney's first points of the basket of the game. Ooh, looked like a backcourt violation there. That's an offensive foul. Nice play. That was Leicester High that went strong, and that's the third offensive foul that Thomas Herbert has drawn. I think.
I think third, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Also not a made-up stat.
Yep, exactly. Wasn't exactly 100% confident in that stat, but once you get confirmation from your partner here, it's fact. Jonathan Ng looking to push it. Oh, and he traveled. Nice play, but took it down into the teeth. Lorquette was there, and Jonathan Ng just got a little too deep and got himself into jail. Foul is on Owen Gaffney. That's his second personal. That's the fourth team foul. Sophomore Kane will inbound for the Eagles. Gets it up to High. High, a senior. Nice interior pass. Lorquette unable to finish. Tavalone to Reed Wilson. Reed Wilson goes right by the defenders. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Jonathan Ng. Foul is on Jonathan Ng. It's going to be his second. 5 team fouls.
More aggressive play, more foul call in the second half. Both teams getting close to the bonus. Haven't seen many free throws in this game.
That's going to be the third foul on Jonathan Ng. I think that was a ticky-tack foul. Not, wouldn't be happy with that call, but they, like you said, the officials are calling it tighter in the second half. Thomas Herbert will come in for Jonathan Ng.
You tend to see that from players too. Kids are getting maybe a little more tired. Pressure's building a little bit. Again, not a lot of inside looks against the zone.
Seven seconds to shoot here. 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. Fitzhenry off the mark. Kane with a nice play. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Westwood with a 14-point advantage, 37-23 here at Bader Gymnasium in the consolation game of the holiday tournament.
Great defensive quarter, holding Sharon to only 4 points.
Yeah, and again, this is exactly what Coach St. Martin needed to see from his players. Again, you mentioned Nick Anderson with a big quarter for Westwood. 13 of the 15 points scored in the quarter were Nick Anderson, 2 for Owen Gaffney. Nick Anderson, I believe, with just 1 point in the first half. So
Yeah, he's got 14 total.
Yeah, I'm not the math teacher here, so I left that up to you. Very quick, by the way. That was impressive.
Fitzhenry's leading Sharon with 9 all in the first half. Again, a quiet quarter for them, but again, the 2 leading scorers for Sharon are Lorquette and Kaufman. Westwood doing a good job with both of those. Again, Sharon just struggling to get inside looks against the 2-3.
Foul trouble, so you've got Jonathan Ing for Westwood with 3 and Fitzhenry for Sharon with 3. Pretty much everyone else, you got a couple guys with 2, but you know, in the fourth quarter here, you let it ride and
see how we do.
Play as hard as you can.
Westwood's got 16 fouls, so unfortunately Sharon will shoot in the bonus. Every non-player control foul from here on out. Anderson again.
Nice up fake. Lorquette went flying by. Anderson took a couple steps to his left and knocked down a 12-footer. Three-pointer on the way for Fitzhenry, and it's good. Fitzhenry, I believe, with 12 points.
All on threes. So extend. They started their press in the third quarter. It was a 2-2-1. This is a 1-2-1-1 full court. A lot more pressure.
No, he's going to call it jump ball. That's a good call by the official because the Sharon player came in and he tied him up and he forced a couple of steps by Thomas Herbert. So good call by the trail official. Not a fan of the 3-man rotation a lot of the times, but that actually was the right call by the trail official. Another offensive rebound for Westwood.
Jack Turgeon, smallest guy on the floor, comes up with it.
Nick Anderson for 3. Lorquette with a bigger, stronger frame there, able to pull the ball off of Thomas Herbert. Westwood by 13, 39-26. High from top of the key. Ooh, and that's going to be Owen Gaffney. And if there was any question, Montero went down like a sack of potatoes on the baseline. Yeah. You're not saying in that game that Marcus Smart dove either of those plays, are you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Absolutely not. I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
Montero will go to the line shooting 1-1. Westwood in the, or I should say Sharon in the bonus. Montero was 73.9% free throw shooter. First one is good. Second one is off the mark. And that's going to be 4 fouls. And Fitzhenry, you know, you play with fire there. You're going to play the Olay defense. Try to be a hero from behind.
The wraparound tip. He got one earlier, but
he did.
Wasn't quick enough for that one. And his 4th foul, so he'll have to play smart down the stretch.
Reed Wilson knocks the three down from the corner. Westwood extending their lead to the largest of the night, 15, 42-27. And that's Leicester High knocks the two down. Nick Anderson, up fake. Herbert. So I've never had that role. I've never had the ability to shoot the ball like that and not absolutely destroy the rim. Nice job by Herbert. Three-pointer from Kaufman on the way. It's off the mark. Gaffney. No, nice job by Reed Wilson there, avoiding the contact, offensive foul or travel. Oh, nice. Tough call, but I tend to agree with the official there. I think it was a complete...
Picked it up a little early.
Yep. It was just, it's difficult to watch that and see Montero rip his arm down after the play. And nice putback by Larquette. Oh, right by him. Oh, nice play. That's Jack Turgeon. I'll tell you, Reed Wilson gets credit for the basket, but Turgeon single-handedly broke the full court press, dished it to a cutting Reed Wilson for two. Great play by Turgeon. That's going to be an offensive foul. Ooh, I was going to say an offensive foul. They did not get the offensive call. Oh, they did.
Herbert again. Sharon still in the 1-2-1-1. They'll try to get some traps in the backcourt. Westwood doing a nice job finding the ball down the sideline.
And I'll tell you, they've got Fitzhenry on that sideline. He's got 4 fouls. So that's a nice job by Fitzhenry there, stepping on the end line. Kaufman with a steal. Montero to Kane. Kane for 2. 13-point advantage for Westwood.
Opposite and go. It's a nice break right there. Finishes out Jonathan.
Very
nice from Westwood. Textbook press break right there.
Nick Anderson with the assist. And that's going to go.
Herbert's second, I believe. Larquette 3 for 4 tonight. He'll have 1 shot to complete the 3-point play.
Larquette, an 83.9% free throw shooter on Saturday games. And it's off the mark.
Gets his own rebound. That's tough. And he'll go back to the line.
Yeah, so that's going to drive any coach crazy when the shooter, after the ball hangs up on the rim, what seems like an eternity comes out of nowhere. Nobody boxes him out.
Larquette will look to cash in.
First one is true. He's 4 for 6. And I'll tell you, there was no questioning that. Nick Anderson was not letting him get that rebound. Nice fake. Anderson goes baseline, pulls up from 10 feet and knocks it down.
It's not bad defense either. That's a really nice shot by Nick Anderson.
Nick Anderson was 17 in the second half, 18 overall. Kaufman tried to save it.
Good look ahead to Reed, see if he can finish. There he goes.
And that was Kaplan coming from behind, trying to get the block.
Reed now has 13 on the night.
Kaufman from deep. And Anderson is going to call a timeout. I'm sorry, Andrew Ferguson, excuse me, calls timeout for Sharon. So Westwood with a 13-point advantage, some deep threes for the Eagles, keeping them in it. So Nick Anderson exploding in the second half, and really the difference, Westwood with the 13-point advantage and 17, I believe, for Anderson in the third and fourth quarters.
Yep.
So you got most of your looks like a lot of your squad over there, supporting the boys.
Yeah, about half. It's good. We never get to see them play. We always have opposite schedules, so it's good. We got back for a little bit at the end of the game last night, but this one's going a little bit better, so it's good to see them. Good to see them ahead, and hopefully they can close this one out and get a win.
As you said at the open, Westwood 1-4 coming into this game. Sharon 0-4. And you see some good things with Sharon. They're just unable to put it together. I think the zone really gave them problems early in the game, and they just haven't been able to adjust.
Yeah, they've gotten some pretty good outside shooting. They've hit 6 threes, but they'll need more of that down the stretch.
That's going to be a foul on Kane. Jack Turgeon will go to the line. His first free throws of the afternoon.
Westwood just 1 for 4 from the line.
Nice touch for Turgeon. Gets it to drop. Kaplan with a nice rebound. Oh, he gets the body. Nick Anderson from behind.
That's third, I believe.
Yeah, nice hustle play by Kaplan.
Oh, that's his fourth. I missed one.
Kaplan, a junior. Unable to make Westwood pay. This is the first. Owen Gaffney will come in for Nick Anderson. Again, 4 fouls. Coach just talking to him, saying, you get yourself out of position in a play like that, and leads to bad things.
Good play by Thomas Herbert to stay with it.
Turgeon finds Reed Wilson for 3, and it is true. Westwood stretches their advantage to 17, largest lead of the night.
Reed with 10 in the first 5 minutes of this quarter.
And I'll tell you, Kaplan out of nowhere. And that's going to be a foul on Reed Wilson. I'll tell you, I love what Kaplan's given for Sharon. He's, I think, size-wise, it looks like Turgeon's the only player smaller than Kaplan, and he is giving Westwood fits on the offensive glass. Marquette's first is good. Second is true.
6 for 9 on the night. Westwood's lead still at 15. Increasingly more full court pressure from Sharon.
3-pointer on the way. I mean, a pass.
Think you want Owen to dunk that?
Marquette pulls a rebound, looking to go coast to coast. Nice pass to Montero. Yeah, Coach St. Martin didn't want to take that timeout, but you break the press, you take a long 3 with a 15-point lead, with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the game.
And then get beat down the floor.
Then you get beat down the floor, exactly, and give up a layup. So it's just a young team. While they have some senior leadership, that's you just got to know time and score. So Westwood, not quite ready to give them the win. 2 minutes and 43 seconds, still a lot of time, but edging closer.
Especially with some of the Sharon shooters they have.
Yeah, Kaplan has knocked a few down, and Fitzhenry with 4 fouls, but still launching them. Lorquette hasn't proven that he can make the outside shot, so I mean you kind of give him the look. Montero's taken a few, but hasn't been able to knock one down either. Leicester High is another player. I think Leicester's. I think he knocked one down, but maybe not. Just into the game for Sharon is Dimitri Moses, number 33. He's a senior. So it'll be Kaplan, Moses, Fitzhenry, Lorquette, and Montero. Three-pointer on the way. Nice look. Owen Gaffney unable to knock it down, but a good square look. Oh, nice play.
Nice touch inside after the rebound. Lorquette up to 14 on the night.
And that's going to be Thomas Herbert.
His fourth as well, so both Anderson and Herbert both with 4 fouls.
Lorquette knocks the first one down, cuts the lead to 10. Closest Sharon has been since the early in the third quarter. Second one is good, down to 9. Minute 37 to play. Turnover by Gaffney. That's an offense foul. Another one for Herbert, his 5th of the night.
Minute 27 seconds left. Look to be smart with the ball for Westwood. They're doing a good job on the break. Make sure you get a high percentage shot. And then just play smart defense and try to keep Sharon off the line. Sharon in a man-to-man press now out of the diamonds.
Well, Gaffney breaks it. Kaplan pulls up. Gaffney with the long rebound. It's another reach from behind. Oh, Gaffney goes too.
That one possession.
Yeah, so that's the Olay defense, and it's going to cost Sharon. Three-pointer on the way. Lorquette looked like he got hit in the head. No call. Jonathan Ing steps up. And that's going to be a foul. Put Jonathan Ing at the line. He'll have 2 shots. As Sharon now in the double bonus, just like Westwood. 25.5 to play. And like CNN calling an election, I am going to call it for Westwood. The early exit polls have Westwood winning this game. Not exactly sure what the stretch will be. Jonathan Ing unable to convert in the first. St. Martin will pull all of the players back. Looks like Sharon agreeing with the CNN projection. Coach Ferguson is subbing in. Second one is good. So new players for Sharon, number 5, Alec Flipakowski. Back in is number 2, Greg Persard. That's Kane from downtown. Thomas Herbert gets the rebound. Levinson to Ing. Owen Gaffney will dribble it out. Prasad playing good defense on him. And Westwood will go to 2 and 4. So a successful end of the tournament for the Westwood Wolverines. As I said, unfortunately, it's a consolation game, but you can definitely build on this. And they're closing out 2017 with a win.
Absolutely.
So again, I want to thank Westwood Media Center for all that they do to cover Westwood sports as well as government. Shout out to our sponsor, Conlin Healthcare. Without Conlin Healthcare, well, actually without Conlin Healthcare, because it's my wife's company, I would be a sad man. So thank you, Conlin Healthcare, for that. Coach Clifford, always a pleasure, and it does stink that you're always playing the same time the boys, so you can't do this, but you'll be back.
Anytime I'm not, I'll be here.
At the Riley Classic, right?
You bet.
So you'll be calling the games with me at the Riley Classic.
Sure
and
thing.
again, the Senior Independent Project, Ryan David, thank you for doing all the film work. You are an asset to the boys program. So again, for Westwood Media Center, I'm Mike Gay signing off. We'll see you next time.